スカイホールドに帰ってきちゃった。友達とお話ししたいと思って。ようかサンドラ。みんなと話したいと思ったんだけど、なんか急にどこかに連れて行かれた。
I can keep staring at this, but I won't get any closer.
なんか手伝える？こう会議室か。
Something I can help you with?
Yes, possibly. We saw so many Red Templars at the assault on Haven. Perhaps all that was left of the Order. What we didn't see was Lord Seeker Lucius.
遠くにいなかったっけ？
I've seen no hint of any Seekers amongst the Red Templars, or anywhere.
なんかもう思い出せないよ。
Corypheus has imprisoned them.
みんな死んでいるという可能性を聞きたくね。重要なことなんだね。まあそうだろうね、仲間だしね。
But I can never abandon them. I cannot even claim that rescuing them would be beneficial. They wouldn't look kindly on the Inquisition. But even so, if there's a chance, if we can spare resources to follow up on these leads, Inquisitor, I would appreciate.
作戦が追加されるやつか。ああ、作戦が追加された。まあとりあえずみんなと話そう。他にも作戦を追加してくれるクエストギバーじゃなくて作戦ギバーがいるかも。ジョゼフィーヌ。なんか報告。そりゃありがてえことだ。客人はヘディネル。アレルギーがある。何食べるの？大変だね。だよね。何？どういうこと？でもアレルギー多い人っているもんね。大変だよね。普通に売ってるさ、惣菜とか食べられないの。ファンタジーの世界で惣菜の話をするな。何か報告は？他に面白い話ある？客人は？ナドヴィーノ。
How did you get him to support the Inquisition?
Antivan are touched by worthy deeds, Inquisitor. I impressed him with the rightness of the cause. I also promised him 40 bottles from our wine cellar. He's had his eye on the Tevinter ports for years.
ワインか。それは面白い話だ。
It's good to see you.
なんか報告は？ここは飛ばすか。客人。あ、これは OK か。じゃあ仲間は？なんかある？仲間たちに。なんか変わったりするのかな。ブラックウォールについて変わったかな。まあそうだろうね。突き通せたのか。だろうね。あ、みんなの話聞いちゃおうか、せっかくだから。もうみんな話したっけ？うん。他に変わったやついたっけ？カレンは？同じか。他は変わった人はいたっけ？コールは？あ、そっか、コールはそういう能力があるんだったね。魔導士たちのドリアンは？どうやって起こしてるんだ騒ぎを。まあ友達だよ。いい友達だよ。ソラスも言ったしな。ビビエンヌは？
She remains a truly a couple.
へ
So
え
long as her interests align with just do keep her on your good
頑張り
side,
ます。
Inquisitor.
じゃあね、
Let's speak later.
Another time.
またあずまやでイチャイチャしようぜ。あとはこの近くにいる仲間はバリックか。バリック。
I can spare some time. What do you need?
個人的な質問。
Can I ask you something?
You want to talk about me? I'm flattered.
もうなかった。
Thanks.
No problem.
もう一回話しとこうか。
I can spare some time. What do you need?
レッドリリウムと
I
は
want to know more.
I'll tell you what I can.
人を石化させるの？
I've seen it infect people like a disease and turn them to lyrium. How can it do that?
That's a good question. To tell the truth, we don't really know what that shit can do to a person, and I don't want to find out.
もう十分だ。終わった。
Yeah.
コリーフィウスの話
If
は
you've got questions, I'm your dwarf.
汚れたリリウムなんでしょ
What can you tell me
なんで
about
赤
this
くなるの？
I'm
Corypheus?
not exactly an expert, but ask away and I'll answer what I can.
もういいや。コリーフィウスの話はもういいや。
No problem.
ごめん。じゃあね。あんまいい話なかったよ。つまらなかったわ。ソラス、
How can I help?
コリーフィウスにつ
I
いて
need
聞
to
き
know
たい。
more about Corypheus.
He has lost his army, and he has lost Orlais. That eliminates military
あ、
or
そっか。
political
もうそ
means
この
to
状
build
況まで追い
something.
込んだんだ。
He will need to demonstrate that no one in this world can stand against his magic. It will not be subtle.
はあ。
We'll talk later.
もう正面突破しかなくなったんだな。あいつ。かわいそうに。涙が出るよ。ほんと、涙がちょちょぎれそうだよ、ドリアン。
Marvelous business, the Winter Palace. You saved an empress, and now she's eating out of your hand. Perfect mental image. All this
Image or
dancing, politics, and murder makes me a bit homesick.
もっと頻繁にやろっか。ダメだよ。なんでハートだよ。美味しいの？
That's something you actually miss?
Who wouldn't? All the drama, the scandal, the petty maneuverings. Back home, we engage in social affairs with the grim intensity of war. When blood is spilled, the battle is
お
won.
う。
Less fun when you're the target, but to watch. My. Yes. I hope you tried the ham they were serving, by the way. Tasted of despair.
ハム？
It's fascinating.
なんでハムの話してんの？
Try not to kill anyone without me.
いや、君抜きで人をいっぱい殺してっけど。
Interesting story. I was speaking with your ambassador not long ago.
何？
Dearest Josephine, I said, how remarkably distracted and flush you seem.
私の恋人を口説かないでくれる？
She dropped her pen. Bravo, Inquisitor.
ああ、祝ってくれてるんだね。あり
I
が
should
とう。
go.
You know where I'll be.
知ってるよ。お前ここから動かねえもんな。
I heard a little rumor about
Is that so?
you. Indeed. Someone's been doing some training.
あ、ごめん。しばらく話してなかったからめっちゃ会話が溜まってた。実
I'm
際の
not
アサシンじゃない
going
よ
to。kill people, if that's what you're suggesting.
I don't see why not. Is that worse than coin from looting the people you killed?
Those are enemies.
You have a lot of enemies. No need to split hairs.
もう空虚
Anyway,
だこ
if you
れ。
ever intend to make it an actual profession, do tell me.
何
The
を？
Antivan Crows have nothing on the Imperium. I know people. Keep it in mind.
ありがと
I should go.
You know where I'll be.
う。知ってるよ。ずっと話してんもん、ここで。もう終わ
You
り？
need?
あ、もう十分だ。
I should go.
ごめんな。会話がずっと溜まってたね。フィオナ。
I heard of your verdict on Alexius, Inquisitor. Servitude. He may wish you'd done worse. My fellows have some interesting ideas on exactly what he can do as compensation. 面白い考えがあるのって何？何も問題ない？
Trust everything is well with the mages?
There have been a few scuffles with your Templars,
はあ、
but overall it is
じゃ
going
あ
well.
頑張って。ここに提出するのをずっと忘れてたような気がするけど、全然提出するものがなかったわ。 あれレリアナがいない？あ、いたいた、座ってたの。何？
A message from Divine Justinia.
どういうこと？昔投函されてた手紙がやっと届いたみたいな。
That's a shock. You all right reading it?
Thank you for the concern, Inquisitor. But I am.
あんま大丈
This
夫そうに見
message
えない。
was written months, perhaps even years ago.
あ、
To be
なるほ
delivered
ど
to
ね。
me if she died.
遺書な
I've
の。
heard of such contingency plans. A sudden death often leaves loose ends.
突然
I
の
moved
死。
to Valence, a small village on the
バレンス？
Viking Sea. There is something hidden there.
何が見つかると
You
思
know
って
what
る
you're
んだ？
looking for?
The Divine was a powerful woman who used her position to obtain all sorts of things. Whatever she hid in Valence would very likely benefit the Inquisition and must be kept from falling into the wrong hands. If I'm lucky, she will have instructions for me.
なぜバレンスに？
Why hide things in Valence? What's so special about it?
Justinia was revered mother at the chantry there for many years before she became the
なる
Divine.
ほど、地元っ
It
て
is a
わけ
place
か。
that holds great meaning for her.
じゃあ、何でも言ってくれ。
I'll help in whatever way I can.
Wonderful. I was hoping you would agree to come with me to Valence. One more thing. If what is hidden in
Liliana,
Valence is as
Vigino.
valuable as I think, we're not going to be the only ones looking for it. I shall meet you at the chantry in Valence. Try not to delay.
やって、まだ話す？おお、すごい、空気椅子してる。
But welcome back to Skyhold.
ありがと
After
う。
that
ただいま。
terrible journey through the Fade, it must feel
だいぶ
good
前
to
の
stand
話
on
してる。
solid ground again. No?
確かに。
I'm thankful to be back. No one should enter the Fade physically.
And you've done it twice now. Shall I count you fortunate
最
or
高に運が悪くて
unfortunate?
いいんだと思うよ。なんか新情報ある？
Anything I should know?
Celine has cemented power in Orlais. Good, we need an ally like her. At the moment, she's said to be rooting out the last of Gaspar's.
根絶やしにされる。
Once that is done, we will have a united Orlais behind the Inquisition.
他には？
Anything I should know?
I've nothing to report at the
ない
moment.
か。じゃあね。
I'll leave you to your work.
ありがとう。バレンスの教会ってどこなんだろう。あ、ここじゃなくて、ここから飛び降りると下まで落ちちゃうからな。ビビエンヌのところに行きたいんです。ビビエンヌのところに。ビビエンヌ。ビビエンヌ、ムービーを展開しないでくれよ。あ、ムービーを展
My
開さ
dear,
れた。
I know you must have a great deal on your mind right now, but I need to speak with you. You
何？
know as well as I how far the Inquisition's influence has spread, and how desperate the Grand Clerics have become. Our opinion will be instrumental in their election of
マジ
the
で？
new Divine.
分かってましたけど、
I
知
thought
ってま
that
した
might
け
be
ど。
coming after the Grand Ball.
The Inquisition may not be invited to their vote, but our actions will certainly influence the Grand Clerics.
でしょう
To
ね。
sit on the
知
sunburst
っ
throne, a
てましたけ
candidate
ど。
should have grace, charm, and a will of solid steel. Cassandra may lack the first two, but unless you can think of someone better, she is the strongest choice.
そうなんだ。調べる。どういう方針を支持
What
す
would
る
your ideal divine do with her power?
The most important thing, of course, is the restoration of the circles and the Templar order. The institutions that have protected Thedas for ages must be rebuilt, and the
みんな
malcontents
根絶やし
utterly
にしようとす
crushed.
る。
We
まあそうだ
cannot
ろうけ
allow
ど。
anarchists to threaten the lives of the innocent. After we have restored sanity to the world, there will be time to address voices
こ
of
の
dissent.
国でちょっとアナーキストはなかなかね。他にどこを探せばいい
Where can we find candidates outside of the Chantry? There must be someone other than Liliana or Cassandra.
The Chantry is already desperate. They would not look to unordained women if they had any choice.
ほう。
You may have better luck searching the halls of the Imperial Court. There are many women serving the Empire who have the necessary presence and acumen.
なんかレディアナは ネリアナはちょっとなんか強行っていう場に押し出すには暗すぎる。いや、性格が暗いとかいう話じゃなくて、目指すものが暗いような気がするんだよな。だからできれば強行を補佐するポジションにいた方がいいんじゃないかなって思って、カサンドラはちょっと一本気すぎるところがある。その点ウィリエンヌならさ、なんていうの、よなれてて、かつ裏の事情も知ってるけどそこまで入り込んでないみたいな感じでバランスがいいんじゃないかなとも思うんだけど、でも極端な方がいいのかな。じゃあビビエンヌ。
Actually, I think you fit the criteria perfectly, Vivian.
Me, my dear Inquisitor, Thedas will never accept a mage as divine.
信頼を勝ち取ろう
You
ぜ。
can charm the Imperial Court. You can win over the common folk.
You do have a point, and I suppose there's no better
もう
way to
すごい
restore
無
order
理っ
than
て
to
言っ
do
た
it
次の
myself.
瞬間に確かに
If
そう
the
よねって
clerics could be persuaded to consider me, and it's not impossible, I could hardly refuse now, could I?
断
We'll
ったっ
have to
て
be
いいさ。
very mindful of everything we do and say, for the Conclave certainly is doing the same. If they look to the Inquisition to provide a sign of the Maker's will, we will have to give them the right one.
なるほどね。ビビエンヌを支援せよ。お、ビビエンヌ。
Inquisitor, what can I do for you, darling?
我々の友人
What
に
are
つ
your
いて。
thoughts about the others in the Inquisition?
Blackpool surprised me. I never would have thought him
子犬
capable
み
of
たいって言
carrying
ってた
off
もん
such
ね。
deception. Generous, you giving him a chance at redemption. Let's see if he manages it.
犬じゃなかったんだよ。よし。じゃあ、今回はお上品に階段を使っちゃった。カレンのところに行こう。カレン。よし。なんか外見てる。なんかまたムービーが展開されるんじゃないだろうな。展開された。隙間から外に出たんか。何、素人は黙っとれみたいな顔して。後ろの鳥なんか動きが変。
When you came to see me, if there's anything,
何なんで片言。
this sounded much better in my head.
気分は良くなったよ
I
うだ
trust
ね。
you're feeling better?
Yes.
何の話
Is it always that
いつの話してん
The pain comes and goes. Sometimes I feel as if I'm
の。よ
back.
く覚えてない。
I should not have pushed myself so far that day.
ま、助けになったなら嬉
I'm
しい
just
よ。
glad you're all right.
I am. I've never told anyone what truly happened to me at Ferelden's Circle. I was not myself after that. I was angry,
後ろ関係ないやつが素通りしていかなかった。
not proud of the man that
まあフェレルデンのサークルであったことは私
Now
は
I
知
can
ってる
put
から。
some distance between myself and everything that happened. It's a start.
自分に厳しすぎ。過去を手放しても、自分に厳
You're
し
a
すぎ
better
るんじゃない
person than you give yourself credit for.
I appreciate the thought, but I know who I am. Anyway, I meant to thank you, not trouble you further. You've enough to worry about. How are you holding up?
気分なら変わった時に良くなる。心配する。仲間のおかげで立っていられる。
I've met good people here. Knowing they have my back, it helps.
You certainly keep interesting company. I suppose I do as well.
お前は裸で走ったりするじゃねえか。裸で走る仲間は貴重だ。ここどこだよ。ここどこだ本当に。とりあえず飛び降りるか。みんなと話すんだから。ここはカサンドラがいるところ。 だからここだ。あ、よ、ハービング。変わったことある？
What's been going on?
Just relaxing, taking a breath. You need to sometimes to keep sane.
それよかった。
I have to go.
ゆっくりしてな。クレムは何も変わったことない？
Commander Cullen did good work at Adamant. Breached those walls like he'd done it
お
a
う、
dozen
アダマント
times.
の話して。
Nice job with the demons, by the way.
それに答える方法がないんだ。ごめんね。
We'll talk later.
他になんか話してくれる？
Inquisitor?
あ、ないわ。
We'll talk later.
なんか歌ってるね。聞いてる人いるのか？アイアンブル。
You know I've got no problem with Orlesians, but Halam Sharal was
Haram
a mess.
Sharar.
At least under the Qun, you don't get everyone tripping on each other's dicks while the country goes to crap.
すべてが彼らのせいでもない。
Orpheus had agents sowing dissent and muddying the waters.
That's just it. Orlais is so vulnerable. If you killed everyone in the triumvirate, the Qun would survive
まあ
unchanged.
信仰だからな。
I don't know. The Qun isn't perfect, but it doesn't care what any single person wants. Orlais is full of people who care about nothing else.
それが自由ってことだよ。
Hey, boss. How are you?
さようならしかできねえ
See
よ。
you later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss.
歌が下手だ私は。彼女は私を見ていたわ、庭から。怖っ。庭からじっと見つめられてたの。あれ？セラの
One for the Empress, for Gaspar, Brianna, the Duchess,
セラの部屋が閉まってるなんて。
right in the dangle bag.
コリー・フェファスって誰だよ。どうした？
All right, you're clearly annoyed. What can I do?
You're doing fine. It's the dead piled up in Halam Sharal that's nagging at me. A cook here, a footman there. What's it matter, right? So long as there's a book for the throne. A pretty one, sure. But how many lives are worth one empress's arse? Ugh, that place. Should have just thrown in some bees and slammed the doors.
ハサミムシはぶとおかよ邪魔できる。
I don't know. You want to stop a party? I think you go earwigs.
I hate those things with their little pinchy butts. Josephine should add that to her paper threats. You know the real lesson from all this? Never sleep with an empress.
まあ
That
確
and
か
Brianna
にね、
being
ブ
an
リアラ。
idiot. The whole thing would have gone different if that little piss
ブリア
up
ラ
was
の
in
こ
the
と
middle.
助けてやればよかったな。そんなに簡
There
単
was
じゃ
a
ね
lot
えよ。
more going on than a lover's spat.
Oh, sure.
There was.
Because of the hole in the sky, plenty of idiots around before, and there'll be plenty of idiots around after. Better save some arrows, yeah?
ごめんって。ここは変わんないもん。セラの不思議な戸棚。なんかすごい可愛らしい部屋だよな。あ、また
You have a
ム
problem.
ービーが展開され
That
た。
over there is a full tavern, but everyone's drinking alone. They're all up their own asses about the Inquisition.
よく見てるな。
I can't have fun with everybody whinging, and they'll fall on their swords before.
コレイフィースの名
push
前
them.
意地でも
I'm
覚えない。
thinking pranks. Set a few up, knock a few down. You win or not?
最高の状態を保ってほし
You
い。
have an odd idea of preparation. I need to keep them at their best.
What's best then, Mopey? Constantly ready for death to fall from the gaping hole up there.
怒った。
I know people.
pissed off and fired up is better than dreary delirium.
イライラムラ
Come
ムラ。
on.
ダメだ、成長しろ。いや、ジョゼフィーヌがいるから、もちろん。
Lead the way.
What, really?
Really?
I knew you were different. Let's go.
やろうやろう。ん？
Right, general uptight is gone. Have a search about. Find something to mess with. What, the desk?
なんだこれ。
Oh, yes. Center of the Empire and all that. What to do, what to do.
いいな。で、どう
All
する？
right, Sarah. What do you want to do?
Thing looks heavy. Don't want to move or break it. I got it. Easy one. Just a slip of something under here.
何を？
There, won't notice much, but it's just that little bit wonky. He's so in
小
control.
さすぎ
He's in royally.
かわいいな。
I tell one of the soldiers and boom, the general seems like people. And since he works for you, you seem like people. Come on, next one.
いたずら楽しいぞ。またカレンが全裸で走ることになるのかな。ここは？
Right. Little lady prissy
あ、
pants. Have a look for something she
ジョ
likes
ゼ
too
フ
much.
ィーヌか。ジョゼフィーヌが好きなのは私だよ。
Right. Little lady prissy pants. Have a look for something she likes too much.
ん？扉？
What, just the door? Where she greets every important idiot. Yes.
どうする？
Well, Sarah, what do you have in mind?
Get a bucket.
最終的にさ、みんなの好感度がだだ下がりになったらウケるな。
5 minutes of sloppy boss gets you weeks of happy kitchen staff. Except for the one who cleans it up, I suppose. But whatever. Next up.
顧問たちに何かするってことなのかな。なんか言わないの？
Right, something to get our shadow of birds loosened up. Gotta be something. Have a search.
鍵のかかった箱。やっぱナグに関する
What's
何
that?
かか
A
しら。
locked... No, leave that. Not interested in her hidden things. Not for just a bit of fun. Maybe feed her messengers something gassy? No, birds don't pop. But they flap and...
Who is up there?
走れ。
Go! That was fun. An inquisitor of the people. Still remembering you're one of them. If all they got was the herald stuff, the serious bit, you'd start to sound pretty scary. That works, but not for long.
みんなを鼓舞し続けるなら何でもええわ。
Whatever it takes. I'd start throwing pies if it kept people inspired.
Pies is so good. And Coryphanus would never do that.
誰だ？
Good thing
コ
with
リー
you,
フェナス。
innit? Because from the bottom, everyone up top sort of seems the same.
まあそうだろう
Anyway,
な。
fun time, Inquisitor. You! Oh, frig.
じゃあ
You did it!
ジョゼフィーヌ怒った。ジョゼフィーヌ怒ったかな。怒られるところも見たかったな。セラ
There's you, yes?
仲間について何か
What
意
do you
見は？
think about the people who have gathered?
Again with your people. Right, which ones?
ブラックウォールですね。
Any thoughts about Warden Blackwall?
Right. Warden. Good liar, that one. Should give lessons.
Suppose he kind of did.
そんなに気にしてないね。まあそうだろうな、セラだし。
Still kind of like him, though. Proper sorry, him.
それに殺したのは貴族だしな。コールは変わっ
What
ちゃっ
about
たけど。
Cole?
I'm not saying nothing about that. That thing is just wrong.
まあそうだな。最初からそうだったな。
Good, right? I'll be here.
楽しかったね、さっきは。じゃあそのコールと話さなきゃな。 コール。よ。
She's still behind the curtains in the reading room, watching the blood pool on the floor.
今では精霊
May
に
I ask
近い
how
よ。
things are now that you're more of a spirit?
Questions can be shackles, but you kept me in kindness. I will answer.
フェイドのことを教
Can
え
you
て
tell me
ほしい。
more about the Fade now that you're more connected to it?
It is here, but held. Constrained by a construct. Veiled. Feelings, memories, minds, mortality, all shape it. A glass to hold water. We flow to the deep. Without you, we have nothing. Not even us. That's why we want so much.
よくわからん。
Can you tell me more about what happened at the Spire? You and the real Cole.
I don't remember. I let that go.
そっか。
It isn't part of
生々しい記憶だもんな。まだ殺すことはで
You
きる
don't
の
mind
か。
killing people, even being more of a spirit?
Monsters are easy, mindless, menacing. It's harder when it's people. Venatori, bandits. People who could change. But they chose. They hurt people. We need to stop them.
そっか。
My blades are yours to command. I forget later. So it washes clean.
それでいいのか、コール。ごめん、ごめん。なんか、私が選んだのにね。
What is it like to be this way?
I'm me. More me than I was.
そっか、コールが混ざってたもんな。今、コールが混ざってたもんなって言おうとした。
They feel, forgive, forget, and I am free. Finally. Thank you.
よかった。それならよかった。じゃあ
I'll
ね。
talk to you later.
Yes.
あとはブラックウォールとかと話さねえとな。